back to LearningStrome Academy. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the comparison operator. Yes friend, in Python comparison operator works some different than the other languages. Okay, so we will see how it works. Okay, so actually what in other languages it used to compare the references. Okay, but in Python friend it have some different meaning like the other languages. Okay, so actually if you want to know about its all rules, so watch this video till last. Okay, so friend, let's discuss our discussion. So friend, in Python, if I want to compare two numbers, okay, if I want to compare, I need to think. Okay, I want to compare its content. Okay, I want to check the contents of both the identifiers or variables are equal. In that case friend, we use the concept of equality operator. Okay, in like other languages, if I we use the equal to operation for the reference. Okay, for the checking the address is the they have the same reference. Okay, but here fine in Python, if we want to check if both have the same value, in that we can use the equal to operation. Okay, let's go the content like we have 10. 10 is equal to, like we print 10 is greater 10 is equal to 20. See, we are getting an international. Okay, it's mean that whenever we are going to check 10 is equal to 20, then we are going to get international. No friend, actually yeah, see, we are going to get false as a result. Okay, because 10 is not equal to 20. Okay friend, so it is simple thing that okay, we can use the comparison between is also about it in other language. Okay, but friend, let's see, can true is equal to 1. As I always told you in other lectures that true have corresponding value to 1. So let's see, if the value of true is equal to 1, what our compiler is going to say here. See here, and compiler is saying that yes, you are right, the true is equal to 1. Okay, so it now from here it is clear that the true have corresponding value to 1. Okay, so friend, now from here it is also clear to you that we use the equal to operator in Python to check the contents. Okay, let's see, compare the print. Okay, let's 10 equal to 10. Okay, see, we're getting through here. Okay, so we can also compare two strings, like we have two string uh, learn, here learn, again we have learn. Okay, so we can also compare two strings with each other with the help of equal to sign. See here, we getting true here. See, can see friend, we can here in the language, if I want to compare two strings, then friend we have to use the functions like equals to something like that. But friend, in Python comparing two string is very easy. We simply can friend, we simply can use the equals to operator. Okay, simply we can use this equals to operator. If I want to compare two strings are equal or not, we can simply use the equals to operator friend here. Okay, so can I, if I will compare my string with other type like 10, we are going to get an false as a result friend. The thing that you have to remember always when whenever the things are not compatible, like here we have string, okay, and here we have number. Okay, so the comparison is not a the comparison is not a suitable. Okay, in that case our compiler is not going to give us the error, that compile time error. Okay, it simply is going to give us an compile time error. Okay, so this is the rule that you have to remember, friend. Whenever the operands that we are comparing, if it is not compatible, okay, if it's not compatible to each other, like here we have a true, here we have one. Okay, they both have integer value, both have numerical value, so they both are compatible to each other. Okay, so that's why the result whatever we are going getting. Okay, as you can see here we are 20. Okay, here friend, you can see here if I am going to get false. Okay, so as you can see here it is false, whose corresponding value is 0, and here it is 1. Okay, so as we know false have corresponding value 0, which is an integer value. So here we are comparing this an integer value with other integer values, so it means there is a compatibility between the both operands. Okay, so when there is a compatibility in the operand, then we are going to get a result according to its comparison. Okay, if the contents are same, then we are going to get true. If the contents are not same, then we are going to get false. But if there is no compatibility between two operands, in that case our compiler is just going to give us false as an out, not going to give us compile timer. Okay, so this is the rule for the equal to operator or a comparison operator that you have to remember. If there is no compatibility, if there is no compatibility uh, ability between operand, in this case operands, we will get false as a output. Okay, we are not going to get a compile time, or we are not going to get any, sorry, any error. Okay, at that time. Okay, simply we are going to get a false as. Here you can see, here we have a string 1, and here we have a one number. Okay, in that case the operand don't have a compatible to either. Okay, so here our interpreter is not going to say yes, I cannot compare int with a string. Okay, here just we are getting false as a result. Okay, friend, so this is the second rule that you have to remember. Okay, so here if I can I compare a complex number with other complex. I have complex 3j plus 3j 3 plus 12 Jacob is equals to, again, can I compare a complex number with other complex number? See friend, here we are getting true as a result. Okay, it's mean that yes, we can compare a complex number with other complex number. Okay, so comparison between the complex number is also possible. Okay, so we can compare a complex number with other complex number also, friend. Okay, so if I compare two string, yeah, we can also compare two string with each other, friend. Okay, so uh, can I compare 10 is not equal to 20? Okay, so in this case, yes, we are getting true as a result. See here, true as a result. Okay, so not equal to is used to check that if the content of both equals are not, both operands are not equal. Okay, if they are, the content of both operands are not equal, in that case we are going to get true as output. Okay, if the contents are equal, in that case we are going to get false as a result. Okay, see here the contents of both the operands are equal. If I'm going to here use the not equal sign, here we are going to get false as a result. Okay, because the contents are same. Okay, and we are checking is the content are not same, no, it is same, so that's why we are going to get false as a result. Okay, so yeah, can we this is all about the comparison print. Now the key rules that I have to tell you is clear. I think we can use equal to operator for the comparison, for the content comparison, not for the reference comparisons. Okay, and if there's no compatibility between the operator, in that case we are going to get simply false as the result. Okay, we are not going to get any error. Okay, so let's compare two lists. Okay, we have one list like L1 sorry 10 and 20, 10 and 20. Okay, let's compare with the other list. See here we are getting true. Okay, so friend, we can use our equal to operation for everything. See, if I'm going to use here sets, even for we can use, see we are getting true here. Okay, simply we can also use our for sets. Okay, we can also compare our dictionaries. Let's see dictionaries. See here we're getting true. So friend, comparison operator is applicable for each and every data type, okay. So we can compare the content of every data type. Like we can compare the content of the content of two dictionaries with each other. We can compare the content of two strings with each other. We can compare the content of two complex numbers. Okay, whenever I want to do comparison between them, I can simply use the comparison operator. Okay friend, so we have here there is no invalid type of for the comparison operator. Okay, so it is a very simple and easy operator in Python. Okay friend, so simply friend, let's do some comparisons and let's see what is the answer we are going to get. If I have a number like 35, okay, can I compare 35 point with 0? So what is the answer we are going to get here? Simply true. Okay, because 35 is equal to 35 and both are the same. Okay, don't feel that it is a float and it is a integer, so the answer might be different. Actually both the answer is same. Okay, so 35 here the answer we have is same. Okay, so friend, actually for the comparison operator is very simple purpose. Actually it is used to compare the contents of both the operands. Okay, so this operator is only operator which is applicable for every kind of the data. Okay, for every kind of data type. Okay, like other data type relational arithmetic, there is some problem with other data types. Okay, sometimes we have like subtraction, it is not valid for the list kind of things. Okay, but here this comparison operator is applicable for all other data types. But the rule that you have to remember always, if the contents are equal, in that case we are going to get true as a output. If the content are not equal, then we are not going to, when we are going to a false as an output. Okay, for the equal to operator. If the contents are not equal, in that case we are going to get true as an output for the not equal operator. Okay, if the contents are equal, then we are going to false as an output. Okay, and the third rule that we have to remember, if there is no compatibility between two operators, like I want to compare one string with the one dictionary. In that case my interpreter is not going to give us an error that I cannot compare, because the objects are different. Okay, one object is kind of a string, other object is kind of dictionary. In that case our interpreter is simply going to give us false as the result. Okay, so these are the key rules that I have to remember regarding comparison operator. In next video friend, we are going to talk about the logical operators. Thank you friend, bye bye.